me to advise you of the charges and sent release conditions. The person sitting next to you is an attorney that's going to give you some advice tonight. The one thing that we always tell everybody, you don't want to talk about the facts of the case because this event is being recorded and broadcast. You're charged with armed robbery. Do you understand why you're here today?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Does the county attorney wish to be heard on this case?
Judge, I'll make the same recommendation that I made to the last defendant, $10,000, please.
Okay. Counsel for the defendant tonight.
Your Honor, we're asking for release of pretrial services. Mr. Vega is 15 years old. He's no failures to appear. He has no history.
Thank you. Sir, I'm going to set the bond at $10,000 cash or secured. If you do post the bond, you'll be supervised by pretrial services. The following conditions of release will apply in this case. Don't drive without a valid license, no alcohol, no drugs, no firearms. If you have any firearms, they need to be surrendered. No contact with any victims. Don't return to the incident location. And no contact with any co-defendants in this case.
Yes, sir.
I'm appointing the legal advocate to be your lawyer in this matter. Do you have any?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions for me?
Am I going to be staying here tonight?
Unless you post the bond, yes, sir. And your lawyer can explain that to you.
All right. Well, thank you.
Okay, good luck to you, sir.
You too, sir.
Oh, see, just ask.
Your Honor, can the preliminary hearing date?
Oh, I'm sorry, January 6th. I thought I said it. Same as the last one. I'm sorry. Now, is there talking, is that the one that got we sent over, do you just move that till tomorrow or do I start over with everybody tomorrow? Yeah. Does that mean I'll be able to see my notes tomorrow or I need to? Okay, all right. All right. No, I was just asking. So the next one should be keep separate, right? Sir, can I have your name?
Joel, what's the advice?
Your Honor, we'd like to waive reading of the charges, please.
Okay, sir, I'm not going to tell you the charges. Your lawyers went over that and I'll accept her avow that she's done that with you. It looks like you're being held on other cases, but we'll talk about the case tonight. Does the state have a recommendation in this matter? I know he's being held on other matters.
Judge, I'm recommending a $25,000 bond based on his prior criminal history, which is lengthy and involves him, I believe, being on probation right now for similar offenses as this. Thank you.
Okay, defense counsel.
Your Honor, we're asking for a $1,000 bond given the probation hold.
Okay, what I'm going to do is the following. I'm going to set this matter for a preliminary hearing on January the 6th. I'm going to order the bond be set at $10,000 cash or secured. If bond is posted, he's released on the other cases, he'll be supervised through pretrial services. The standard conditions will apply, including no weapons, no firearms, and I'm appointing the Office of the Public Defender to represent the defendant in this matter. Sir, do you have any questions?
Yes, what charge am I being held on right now?
We talked to him about it.
We'll talk to him about that.
Okay.
And Your Honor, I'm sorry, I'm just assisting tonight. I think the court already figured, but Ms. Adams is leaving, but I'm just trying to help if she needs me. I hope that's okay with the court.
That's fine. I have no problem with that. I'm glad you're there to help.
Thank you.
Hi, can I have your name?
Christian Belmonte.
Okay, 5, yeah. Sir, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today because you have a fugitive warrant from another state. Do you understand why you're here tonight?
Yes, sir.
I looked at this earlier. And it looks like that state is requesting that you be held without a bond. Does the county attorney have a recommendation?
Judge, I'm also asking that you hold Mr. Belmonte without bond. I believe that's required under the statute, given that his fugitive warrant is for a probation violation.
Okay, counsel for the defendant.
We just ask that you appoint the legal defender's office and set an extradition hearing.
Okay, I'm going to set the next hearing for January 2nd, 2025 at 2:30 p.m. in Superior Court. I'm going to order the defendant be held without bond. I'm going to appoint the legal defender to represent the defendant in this matter. Sir, your next hearing will be in Superior Court. And your attorneys will go over your different options about whether you're consent to return to Texas or wish to fight that return, okay?
Okay.
Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
Hathaway's the one we're taking off, right? She's the next one up. I still don't understand that process, but yeah. Well, when I did it in Pinell, we had to actually go and see them at their cells. That's not possible here. So Miss Hathaway, I rolled over it till tomorrow then.
It's fine. Judge, thank you.
And just so that you're aware, I did sign a search warrant against her this afternoon as well. Her phone. Hi, can I have your name?
Derek Anthony Palmer.
Hey, let me get your case up here. It would be number 7, right? Sir, you also have a fugitive warrant out of the state of Texas. And
For the adjacent states. I've been having this on there for 2 years and it says for the adjacent states only.
Okay.
I've been picked up.
Judge, the pretrial services report notes that the last judge wanted more investigation.
Okay, well, the warrant is non-bondable. I'm going to set it, or well, I want to hear from the county attorney.
So Judge, I actually handled the extraditions for the county attorney's office. This issue popped up with me this afternoon following the morning IA session. They passed it along and asked me to look into it. My staff looked into it. It is not for adjacent states only. It is a full extradition warrant. I have a copy of that warrant. So Dallas, Texas, as far as we know, is seeking to get Mr. Palmer returned to their custody. Based on that, Judge, I do think the court does need to set a bond here. While the warrant may say no bond, I believe it's a pre-adjudication matter, so Arizona statutes require a bond. I am requesting a $30,000 bond, please.
Okay. Public defender?
Your Honor, we would ask for a pretrial release, but if you're not inclined, then a $5,000 bond. Mr. Palmer's lived in Tucson for 2 years. We're just asking for chance on pretrial to wait for Texas to pick him up.
Sir, I'm going to set a $30,000 bond in your case, set the matter for a review hearing on the 2nd at 2:30 PM in Superior Court with standard conditions. If you post a bond, you must appear at that time. If not, then you'll be seen by that judge at that time, and you can discuss the warrant with your lawyers and figure out.
I'll just, can we just sign my waiver, let them come get me? Or how's this work?
It happens.
Okay, okay. All right, thank you.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Okay, it's done.
Okay.
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Delilah Lewis.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today because you have a warrant out of justice court for criminal damage, domestic violence. Do you understand why you're here?
Yes.
And that's a misdemeanor charge. Why did you fail to appear in court?
Last year I had major foot surgery on my left foot. I had to be taken up TMC and I had like 3 surgeries, so I was in and out of the nursing home this past year until like July.
Okay. Then you also have a new trespassing charge out of Tucson City Court, it looks like.
Yeah.
What I'm going to do on the justice court case, I'm going to set your bond at $100 and give you a new court date of next Monday, which is the 30th at 1 o'clock. I'm going to appoint counsel to represent you with the conditions you not return to the incident locations and not have any contact with any victims. On your city court charge, I'm going to release you. And give you a new court date of February the 3rd at 9 a.m. in Tucson City Court. So you're going to have court on Monday and then on the 3rd at 9 a.m. in Tucson. And the condition of the release on the city charge is not return to the alleged scene of the crime. Do you have any questions, ma'am?
It's just gonna kind of be hard for me because of my disability and I do not live up here in Tucson and I was going to turn myself into a treatment place.
Okay. All right, well, you'll have court on Monday then.
Yeah, okay.
Good luck. I didn't know what else to.
Thank you.
You'll be released on that prior to that date. You want to look it over to make sure I filled it in.
Judge, may I be excused? I'll come back for felonies.
Sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
Can I be maybe excused? I'm gonna come back for the felony.
Okay, that's sure. We have 2 more misdemeanors, so yeah, it didn't take very long.
Nicholson.
I do, sir.
Can I have your name?
Gabriel Nicholson?
What one would that be? Hi, sir. I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today because you have a warrant for possession of drug paraphernalia.
When did this happen?
I'm going to release you and give you a new court date of January the 27th at 8:30 a.m. With Judge Foster in Justice Court, okay?
All right.
You're going to be released. Make sure you make your court date.
All right.
Now, let's see what else you have. You also have a Tucson City Court case. That you failed to appear on. On that matter, I'm going to release you as well. And give you a new court date of January the 24th, 2025 at 9 a.m. Which is Judge Hale. You'll be released on these charges, okay?
Yes, sir.
And good luck to you.
Thank you.
So we're gonna go outside. We'll get you court paperwork. Whatsoever, you're up. Down on that chair for me, all right?
Hi, can I have your name?
Trey Weber.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. I'm here to conduct your initial appearance tonight. You're here today because you have a warrant out of Justice Court for shoplifting and other charges. You also city court charges. Do you understand why you're here?
Yes.
Let's talk about your Justice Court case first. What I'm going to do is appoint an attorney to represent you, Mr. Parvin. I'm going to set a bond at $100 and give you a new court date of next Monday, the 30th at 1 p.m. in Justice Court with Judge Roberts. If you post the bond, you will be released. Otherwise, you'll remain in custody until that day.
Okay.
What's
I can't post the bond.
I'm sorry?
I can't afford the bond.
Okay. Let's talk about your city court cases then. You have a number of warrants out of city court for possession of drug paraphernalia, trespassing. I'm also going to set that for, I'm going to set that for I'm going to hold you in custody on that matter on a $500 bond
All right,
and give you a new court date of January the 3rd. That's
all right,
next Friday
okay,
at 1:45 PM in the afternoon. So you'll have court on Monday and you'll have court on Friday. Do you understand your next set of court dates?
Yep.
You have any questions for me?
no, no,
All right, good luck to you then.
yeah, whatever.
Could you, Gabriel? Can you get 41? Gabriel, take you out. You sit down right here. That's number one, right? I can't see you. You sit down right there. Watch what you say everything you can. This big report bus.
Interesting.
Hi, what's your name?
Evil Skira,
Did anybody get that name? Can I have your name again?
Gabriel Cigarette,
101.
Oh, that. Okay, sir, you're here today because you have 14 warrants out of city court. Do you understand why you're here?
yes, sir.
What I'm going to do is give you a new court date of January 3rd and set a bond at $500 and appoint a lawyer to represent you. So you will have court next Friday. If you post the $500 bond, you will be released. Otherwise, you'll remain in custody until next Friday. Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, good luck to you.
Yeah.
Right there, go get up here, go out back down there, see what the mail's, all right? Here, Mark. You just sit down on this chair. Right? You watch it.
Hi, can I have your name?
Yes, it's Mark Sierra.
Well, you're here today. I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today because you have warrants for criminal trespass and possession of drug paraphernalia. Do you understand why you're here today?
Yes.
I'm going to release you and give you a new court date of February the 3rd, 2025 at 2 PM in Tucson City Court with Judge Prensaw. Standard release conditions will apply, so you will be released on this charge, but you must appear in Tucson City Court. Do you understand?
Yes.
Do you have any questions?
No.
Good luck to you.
I'm scared. See if spirit. We're gonna be held here by the court, days, whatever that court day is, so if they want to release it on. So you can still be here, right? Go head out that door, sit down with the mail, right? 6 minutes. This meeting.
We have one more.
We have one more then.
You know, decide to start over here, just here, let's sit down right there. Remember, right. But I'm sick.
Hi, can I have your name?
Yeah, Mark Wilson.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today because you have some warrants from Tucson City Court. Do you understand why you're here today? I'm going to release you and give you a new court date of January the 30th at 2025 at 1:30 with Judge Maldonado. Standard release conditions
Yes.
will apply to your case, including no contact with any victims. Don't return to the scene of the crime. Do you understand?
Yeah,
Okay, good luck to you then.
I am.
Let's stand up. And Lotus, yeah, you line up, project back to set. Uh, Yeah. Warnings. Go. Back in order to. In your order, let's go. Follow the line, follow the line. Good.
Good morning. Can I have your, good evening. Can I have your name?
Adrianopoulos?
I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today because you have charges of possession of dangerous drugs, possession of drug paraphernalia. Do you understand why you're here today?
Yes.
Purpose of this hearing is for set release conditions on your case. Does the state have a recommendation?
Judge, I'm recommending pretrial services release. He's both steps and smart eligible.
Okay. Counsel for the defendant.
Should we just ask for the smart court date and to waive the PH date, please?
Okay, what I'm going to do is, sir, I'm going to release you through pretrial services under their supervision. Give you a new court date of January 16th for a preliminary hearing and a smart hearing, which is a diversion program, which your lawyer can explain to you, would allow you to complete the program and have your case dismissed. So you are going to be released tonight, but you must make those future court hearings. Do you understand?
Yes.
Do you have any questions for me?
No.
Good luck to you.
Can we extend the preliminary hearing deadline for 45 days and set a smart court date, please?
I set the smart hearing already. We get conflicting information whether we should extend the preliminary hearing. We had an email. So I'm just going to leave it as it is, and then other judges can take care of it from there.
Judge, if they're holding in custody, then the preliminary hearing deadline shouldn't be extended. But since he's out of custody, I think it should be fine.
Okay,
I
well,
agree with that, Your Honor.
okay, well, what date are you recommending then?
45 days, which preliminary hearing.
All right, we'll set it for February 2nd then. Sir, do you waive time to have a timely preliminary hearing?
Yes.
All right. Good luck to you then, sir.
And what is the smart court date again? I'm sorry.
February 10th.
Judge, I'm sorry to make this more confusing, but I think the court said February 2nd. That's a Sunday. You can either make it February 3rd, please.
It's February 10th.
February 10th. Okay, thank you.
Wait, I'm sorry, the PH deadline is on February 10th, but the smart court date should be sometime next week.
I said it. I believe I set that smart hearing on the 6th of January. 16th of
Okay.
January.
Okay. Thank you. Sorry.
All right, good luck, sir.
Thank you.
Sir, can I have your name?
Orange Catholic?
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. We're here today to conduct an initial appearance in your case. Purpose of this is to set release conditions. You're here today with charges with possession of dangerous drugs, possession of drug paraphernalia. Do you understand why you're here today?
Yes, sir.
Does the state have a recommendation?
I'm recommending pretrial services, judge, and a smart court hearing.
Okay, counsel for the defendant.
We just like to waive the preliminary hearing deadline and ask for release and set a smart court date.
All right, sir, I'm going to release you, give you a new court date for a smart hearing, which is a diversion program, which your lawyer will explain to you. For January 6th, I'm going to set your preliminary hearing based on the waiver of time for February the 10th. And I'm going to appoint the public defender to represent you. Standard release conditions will apply. And you're being supervised by pretrial services. Do you have any questions, sir?
No, sir.
Okay, good luck to you.
Thank you. Anya, para esposa.
Hi, can I have your name?
Tanya Kavisosa?
Okay, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today for a initial appearance. You're charged with aggravated driving under the influence. Do you understand why you're here today?
Yes, yes.
Does the state have a position on this case?
Judge, I'm recommending a $25,000 bond plus pretrial services supervision if that bond is posted. I'll note that Ms. Carrizosa appears to have 5 prior DUI offenses. Therefore, we feel she's a risk to the community. The new criminal activity scale lists her as a 4. The failure to appear scale also lists her as a 4. Judge, we're asking that the court impose specific conditions, including substance abuse treatment, and that she not drive without a valid license.
For the defense.
Your Honor, we're just asking, we're asking for a release of pretrial services or any alternative, a nominal bond. Ms. Carrizosa is a lifelong Tucson resident, and she can be released to the third-party custody of her boyfriend. And she's only had 1 failure to appear in the last 2 years.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to do the following. I'm going to set a $10,000 cash or secured bond if posted, released through pretrial services and any of their recommended treatments. I'm going to set the matter for a preliminary hearing on January the 6th, 2025. I'm going to appoint public defender to represent the defendant. Standard release conditions will apply, including no driving without a valid license, no drugs, no alcohol. Ma'am, if you post the bond, you will be released, but you will be supervised through pretrial services. If you don't, your next court date will be a week from Monday, which is January the 6th. Do you have any questions, ma'am?
Is it cash or?
It's cash secured, which is either one, ma'am.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
Hi, can I have your name?
Mickey Johnson.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today on 2 different things tonight. First, you're here on charges of possession of dangerous drugs and possession of drug paraphernalia. Purpose of this hearing is for me to set release conditions on your case. Do you understand why you're here today?
Yes.
You also have a case out of Tucson City Court that we'll deal with after we deal with this one. The state have a recommendation.
Judge, I'm recommending pretrial services release. He's both steps and smart eligible.
Public defender.
We're just asking for pretrial release. And extend the PH deadline.
Okay, sir, on your felony charges, I am going to release you through pretrial services in order that you follow their recommendations. Other standard conditions will apply, including no contact with any, or no alcohol, no drugs, and don't drive without a valid license. The SMART program is a program that will allow you to get your charge dismissed if you complete the diversion program. So I am going to order you be released. January 16th is that date. The other date is February 10th for your preliminary hearing. Now let's talk about your Tucson City cases now. You have,
Yes, sir.
you have a new charge of criminal trespass and disorderly conduct by making noise. On that charge, I am going to release you and give you a new court date of January the 24th at 2 p.m. with Judge Mayhew in Tucson City Court. Standard release conditions will apply, not consuming any alcohol, no driving without a license. Don't go to the scene of the crime. You'll be released on that charge as well. Sir, do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, good luck to you.
Your Honor, is it public defender or legal defender? Public defender.
It was a public defender.
Thank you. Yes.
So, and you check them all? Thank you for doing that for me. Thank you. I appreciate it. Hi, can I have your name?
Jacob Nicholas Lawrence.
Hi, you're here today on charges of aggravated domestic violence. Do you understand why you're here today?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm Judge Hazel. The purpose of this hearing is for me to set release conditions on your case. Do you understand why you're here today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, do I have a recommendation from the county attorney in this matter?
Yes, Judge, I'm recommending a $20,000 bond plus pretrial services if that bond is posted. I believe Mr. Lawrence is a continual risk to the victim. He's got a history of assaultive behavior, prior felony convictions, and does not have a known residence. I would ask that the court issue an immediate no contact order with the victim, Rebecca, here. Thank you.
Okay, public defender.
Your Honor, it does not appear to be alleged in the interim complaint that this is the third or subsequent domestic violence incident or charge, and so there's no probable cause in the interim complaint that I have. Maybe there's a page 2, but I don't have that.
County attorney on it?
May I have a moment to review the complaint, Judge?
Yes.
I understand the pretrial services complaint report might have it, but it's not law enforcement, so it's not on the inside the complaint.
Does the court have an additional page?
I do not.
I do not either. I'll submit on the complaint as you have it, Judge. I don't have anything else.
Judge, I'd ask you to dismiss the case then without prejudice.
I don't have legal authority to dismiss it. I have the authority to not find probable cause and set the matter for an out of custody preliminary hearing.
That's fine.
And I'm only doing that because there's an error in the factual basis. I will advise, I believe I read on this one earlier that there is an order of protection in this case, sir. I expect you to follow that.
Yes, Your Honor.
Because I will tell you, if there was probable cause, I would have held you on a bond in this matter based on the allegations of the factual information that was provided. So I am going to appoint the public defender to represent you. And I would direct you not have any contact with any victims.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you'll be released.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Hi, can I have you?
Kristen Marin?
Hi, you're here today because you have a warrant for your arrest out at Superior Court for traffic and stolen property. It looks like 7 counts. Does the counsel for the state want to be heard on this matter?
Judge, I just recommend the $10,000 bond, which is the amount listed in the warrant. I don't have anything to add to that. Thank you.
Counsel for the defendant?
Your Honor, we're asking for pretrial release. Ms. Marin has no history, no failures to appears, and it just looked like she had no notice because she was unaware of the warrant.
Okay, I'm going to affirm the $10,000 bond set by Superior Court. I'm going to set this matter for arraignment next Friday, January the 3rd at 1:30 p.m. in Superior Court. I'm going to appoint the public defender to represent the defendant. Standard release conditions will apply, including no drugs, no alcohol. She posts a bond. It will be through pretrial, supervised through pretrial services. The other conditions are no contact with any victims, don't go to the scene of the alleged crime. So ma'am, you'll have court next Friday. If you post the bond, you will be released. If you don't, then you'll still have court next Friday, but you'll be in custody. Any questions, ma'am?
No,
Okay, good luck to you.
thank you.
Hi, can I have you?
Stephen Morgan.
Hi, I'm Judge Basil. You're here today because you have a fugitive warrant from the state of Wisconsin. Do you understand why you're here today?
Yes, sir.
The state have a recommendation in this matter?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm asking for a $100,000 bond. The fugitive warrant appears to be for armed robbery out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. However, there are multiple warrants listed on the printout, which just indicates to the state that Mr. Morgan has multiple pending cases in that jurisdiction. He also has a lengthy felony conviction history and active new violent criminal activity flag. Is a 5 on the new criminal activity scale. So for all those reasons and the fact that he's a fugitive from justice, we're asking for a $100,000 bond.
Okay, counsel for the defendant?
Your Honor, we're just asking for to appoint the legal defender's office to represent him and for an extradition hearing.
Okay, I'm going to set the bond. Go ahead. Did I interrupt you?
I would also pretrial release.
Yeah, I'm going to set the bond at $100,000. Set this for a fugitive hearing on January 2nd at 2:30 p.m. I'm going to appoint the legal defender. If the bond is posted, released through pretrial with standard conditions, including no contact with any victims, don't go to the scene of the crime. So you'll have court next Thursday, which is the 2nd. If you post the bond, you must appear. If you do not, then you'll be held in custody and the legal defender will be there to represent you at that hearing. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, good luck to you.
Harris.
Davis?
Hi, can I have your name, please?
John Ramirez. John Paul Ramirez.
Okay, you're here today because you're charged with aggravated shoplifting, possession of drug paraphernalia, as well as possession of prison contraband. Do you understand why you're here?
What is
today?
aggravated? What is aggravated, shoplifting? Aggravated shoplifting?
The allegation is that you had multiple shopliftings in the past 5 years is the basis for that charge. Does the county attorney wish to be held on this matter or heard on this matter? I'm sorry.
That's okay, Judge. I'm asking for a $10,000 bond plus pretrial services if that's posted. The inner complaint listed 13 thefts that Mr. Ramirez has allegedly been involved in over the last 5 years. He's got a very lengthy criminal history. I'd ask the court to order him not to return to the incident location.
Counsel for the defendant?
Judge, we're asking for a pretrial release, or in the alternative, if you're not inclined, a nominal bond. He has no failures to appear in 2 years, and he's been a Tucson resident for 20 years.
What I'm going to do is set a $5,000 cash or secured bond if bond is posted through then supervision through pretrial. I'm going to set this matter for preliminary hearing on January the 6th at 1:30 p.m. I'm appointing the public defender. I'm appointing the public defender in this matter. Standard release conditions will apply, including no contact with any victim. Don't return to the scene of the crime. Thank you, sir.
Judge, did you set a release conditions on the prison contraband case? I'm sorry, I didn't
It's all
catch.
one, they combined it all into one case, so it's all one.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
Do you want to take this? How much was it? 5,000. You are surprised. You'll probably be released.
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Yes, sir. Zachariah Riffley.
Okay, sir, you're here today on a charge of aggravated harassment and burglary. Do you understand why you're here today?
Yes, sir. Can I just say one thing, please?
You don't want to talk about the facts of your case. Your lawyer will tell you that.
Okay.
You have the county attorney, so you may want to listen to them. Purpose of this hearing is for me to set release conditions on your case.
Yes, sir.
Does the state have a recommendation?
Judge, I'm recommending a $15,000 bond plus pretrial services supervision if he posts it. I would ask that the court impose an immediate no contact order. The reason I'm asking for the bond, though, Judge, is because there's already an order of protection in place, and he continues to violate it. He's got pending misdemeanor cases with the same victim. I don't know how else to keep him from going back to the victim's residence other than holding him in the jail. So I'm asking for a $15,000 bond.
Counsel for the defendant?
May I have 1 moment to speak with the defendant?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Go ahead.
Okay. Judge,
Okay. You can make the recommendation.
Judge, we're asking for release to pretrial. He only has 1 failure to appear. He's lived in Tucson for 25 years. He just got his full-time job back and he's moved in with his brother. And so that's where he's living permanently right now.
Here. I'm going to appoint the public defender in this matter. I'm going to set this matter for preliminary hearing on January the 6th. I'm going to set a bond in the amount of $5,000 cash or secured if bond is posted, supervision through pretrial. Standard release conditions will apply, including additional conditions: no contact with any victims, don't return to the incident location. So, sir, your next court date is January 6th. If you post that bond, you will be released. If you don't, you'll be transported to that hearing. Those standard release conditions, again, no contact with that victim. So you want to make sure that if you do post the bond, that you do not violate those conditions. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Good evening. Can I have your name, please?
Diane here.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today on charges of possession of dangerous drugs, possession of drug paraphernalia. Do you understand why you're here today?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Does the state have a recommendation on this case?
Judge, I'm recommending that she be released to pretrial services. She steps in SMART eligible.
From the defendant, from defense counsel?
Judge, we're asking for the SMART court date and extended PH deadline and release.
Okay, ma'am, I'm going to release you through pretrial services. I'm going to set your matter for a SMART hearing on January the 6th at 9 a.m. That's a program that if you complete, the charges will be dismissed. Your lawyer will give you more detail on that. I'm going to set your
Okay.
matter for a preliminary hearing on February the 10th at 1:30 p.m. in Justice Court. Standard release conditions will apply, including no drugs, no alcohol, no firearms. Do you have any questions for me, ma'am?
No, I do not, sir.
Okay, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Anything further tonight from the
Released.
county attorney?
No, thank you, Judge. Have a good evening.
Anything further from defense?
No, thank you, Judge.
All right, everybody
Good
have a
evening.
good evening then. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a
And thank you.